Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Draft Day Sports Pro Basketball 2022 with the Orlando Magic. Schedules are a little off right now. I'm currently on vacation, and as you may or may not be able to hear, I'm sick. So I didn't do any recording yesterday. Well, I also had 4 hours of hockey to call yesterday, so that I think is part of why my voice is the way it is. But I'm back, and we're going to get this video out just a day late. So we are 42-21. We rattled off a really solid post All-Star or post trade deadline, having picked up RICHAUN HOLMES to add to our team, our defense, our bench. And we've been really good since about the middle of January. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get through the end of the regular season. We'll see how long that takes. And then we will jump over to hopefully some postseason. So we're without AYTON for 4 days. We're without Giannini for 1. We don't have a game today, so that's good. Standings-wise, at 42-21, we're in second place, 10.5 games behind the Hawks, who are just steamrolling everybody. But the second best, or I guess third best record in the Eastern Conference behind the Sixers and the Hawks. So let's get to some simming here. Okay, so we're taking on the Heat. Giannini's back. Just make sure the lineup is set. It is. We got AYTON out for 3 more days, so Cauley Stein is playing backup. We got Holmes in as the starting center. Let's see how this one goes on the road against the Heat. Ooh, a loss and a team incident. We gave up 132 points in that game after not giving up more than, I think we gave up more than 100 once in like 15 games. So Matisse Thybulle started yelling at Zach LaVine. We got to talk to Matisse. Tell him to chill out. You need to be a better teammate. Okay, so Thybulle's not happy. Whatever. So we lost 134 to 132. It's a lot of points given up in that one. Of course, not having AYTON affected us, but 25 for SUGGS. I don't know. LaVine had a pretty good game. Thybulle didn't even play, so I'm not sure what his malfunction is, but double digits from all 5 starters. We just couldn't stop Adebayo or Jimmy Butler. So we're 42-22 on the road again against the Rockets. 123-113 win. LaVine with a double-double there. And again, if the mic quality is crap, it's because I'm still using my internal mic. I'm still waiting on my new one to show up. Hopefully, I think I got a message yesterday that said it's on the way, so I should be getting it here shortly. But 32 points, 11 rebounds for Zach. Isaac with a great game, 26, 7, 2, 1, and 4 blocks. Begarin and Brook Lopez, who we signed off of free agency, has been really good for us off the bench. Played 4 games for Utah, averaged 5 points a game. He's averaging 10 points, 3.5 rebounds for us. He's been really great in the times that we've needed him. So, all right, no game on this day, and I think we get AYTON back, so that'll be good. So let's get into our depth, and let's SUGGS is out now. Let's get Begarin out there. Oh, it's probable, so let's do that. Let's restore the lineup. Get AYTON out there for Holmes. Get Holmes up here, and then let's put Lopez as the top option off the bench that doesn't have minutes, and hopefully the game will work some minutes in for him. All right. At home against the Hornets, 117-102 victory. That'll work. 37 points for LaVine, 28 and 9 for AYTON back from the injured list. And RICHAUN Holmes plays so much better off the bench. 26 points off the bench for Holmes. Our rookie, Davis, did not score. His shooting is too good not to be a better scorer. Hopefully that scoring number increases, but 7 rebounds per game, I'll take it. He doesn't need to score a ton right now, right, with Levine, Ayton, and Suggs when he's playing. So Gagarin struggled off the bench, but so did Giannini. And Giannini, I'm concerned about because, again, that scoring isn't quite where I would like it to be. Have to hope that he's going to get there, though. But he's very good defensively. So there's that. Keep going. 5 triple-doubles for Trae Young this year. At home against the Sixers. 106-77 blowout of the Sixers. 45-22 now on the season. Double-double for DeAndre. Suggs only played 13 minutes, committed 5 fouls in that time. 30 points for Levine. Didn't really need a whole lot of scoring, but Giannini 14 off the bench. Gagarin 12 and 7 off the bench. And we win by almost 30. So we lost our first game, won I think our last 3 since we started here. So pretty good start to the sim. I think if we stay healthy, we got a shot. I mean, we're really, really good at home and passable on the road. And that's really all you need to be in the NBA. So we got a message. Brook Lopez looks really good out there. We're going to offer Brook Lopez praise. He has indeed been terrific for us. 134 to 120. So what happened here? Oh, Isaac, is he hurt? Yeah, he's probable. All right, so Lopez got the start. Did Suggs get hurt again? No, he only played 9 minutes, though. What's going on here? He must still be probable, and the game just only played him 9 minutes. Ayton fouls out in 12 minutes of playtime, but we get 39, 8, and 11 out of Zach LaVine in just an absolutely monster game. Lopez scores 17. Holmes with 20 and 9 off the bench. Cauley Stein stuff in the box sheet, 17 points, or 14 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Cauley Stein was another solid free agent pickup for us. Cool. Well, we keep winning. Defense hasn't been quite as good since we started this sim, but offense is cruising right along. On the road against the Pelicans. 126-113 loss. We're going to get another complaint here. Thibault. What do we want to do with Thibault? Because I'd like to keep him around. I've never tried blasting a player. Let's see what happens. Can we do anything? Well, I guess let's look at the box score first. We're 46-23. Gave up 126 points in this one. Not great. Suggs with 21. Giannini was 17 off the bench. Holmes Holmes fouled out in 8 minutes. So where do I play Thibault, though? That's the question. I mean, do I give him some of the small forward minutes? I mean, let's try that. Let's see if giving him some of the small forward minutes will help his mindset. Because we only have Davis playing 26 a game right now. I don't really want to take minutes away from Giannini either, but take a couple minutes away from Giannini. Do something like that. Give Thibault, some minutes there. Keep moving along. At home against a bad Trailblazers team, and we win 117-108. Where's the box score? Right there. 6 players in double figures, led by Holmes, who had 20 and 10 off the bench. Giannini, 13 points in 19 minutes. Then 16, 19, 13, and 10. So good spread offensively. I just want to look at something. Okay. I mean, his relationships with us are still fine from a overall perspective. We may have to sort it out, though, in the offseason. At home now against the Heat. 109-95 win. That's the kind of defense I was looking for. Holding another opponent under 100 points, which in this day and age is something special. 28 for Levine, 24 for Suggs. Isaac with 15. Ayton only has 6. It's had a good year for us. Really good year for us. I'm happy. There you go. Thibault gets 13 minutes, scores 7 points, 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and a block. Holmes with 12. Look at that line. And 12 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals, 4 blocks for RICHAUN Holmes. On the road now against the Raptors. 106-84. Big win for us north of the border. 22-point victory. 20 points, 7 assists for Suggs. 17 and 7 for Levine. 15 and 13 for Holmes off the bench and somehow committed 7 personal fouls. It's just a bug in the game. Wolverine, if you're watching that, you might want to take a look. Lopez with 12, Begarin 9, and Giannini 8. So a lot of production off of our bench. We look for win number 50. We're 49 and 23. Can we pick up win number 50? It's not going to be today. Not going to be today either. What about today? On the road at Golden State. We do. We pick up our 50th win of the season with a 20-point victory over the Warriors. Curry must be hurt. We get 31 from Levine to go along with 9 rebounds, 18, 7, and 7 for Suggs. Double-double for Ayton. Davis continues to not shoot. Holmes, 19 points off the bench. Begarin, 9. Thibault, 4 points, 5 rebounds in 9 minutes of action. Okay. Staying out west now against the Kings. 122-110. Another West Coast victory for your Orlando Magic. Franz Wagner, the former Magic, scores 12 points in 29 minutes. Holmes with 19 and 13 against his former club. 22 for Levine, another double-double for DeAndre. Giannini finally busts out his 15 points in 23 minutes. So playing really well right now. Playing really well, trying to run through the stretch here without suffering any major injuries on the road against Utah now. And just as I say that, what do we got going on? Ayton's out for 2 days. All right, so we're going to start Lopez. And get Cauley Stein out there a bit. No, not there. There, and there. And then here and here as well. I don't want to play Brook 36 minutes a game. 120-111 loss. That's what happens when you don't have your man in the middle. Lopez didn't play badly, though. 13 points, only had 1 rebound. Holmes, 31 points and 11 rebounds off the bench. Huge game there. Suggs fouls out in 15 minutes. Isaac fouls out. Holmes with 5 fouls. How many fouls? We committed 29 fouls. Suggs, not a good game for Jalen Suggs. 46 points for Donovan Mitchell. We're approaching the end of the season here. Approaching the end of the regular season. We're almost at April 1st. Is Ayton back now? He is. So let's restore the lineup. Suggs is hurt. How long is he out for? He's probable. All right, so we'll just leave it as is. At home against the Pels is another loss. Back-to-back losses. I think those are our first back-to-back losses this calendar year. Valanciunas, 26. Zion, 22 of 30 from the free throw line. Zion Williamson. Look at this game from Zach LaVine. 39 points, 10 rebounds, 17 assists, and 3 steals for Zach LaVine. Wow. Holmes fouls out in 14 minutes. 25 points, 5 assists, 6 rebounds a game for the 28-year-old LaVine. We lost back-to-back games. We don't lose back-to-back games very often. I want to take a look at the standings and make sure that we're still locked in. I believe we're going to be pretty much locked into the 4th spot, even though we have the 3rd best record in the league. I think Atlanta, Philadelphia, and is it Indiana? Yeah, Indiana or Chicago is going to get that number 3 spot because they are the 3 division winners. I think we're pretty much locked into the number 4 seed. At home against the Hornets. 112-97. Jonathan Isaac suffers an injury. That's not encouraging. Just get done talking about how I want to avoid injuries going into the playoffs, and here we go. How long is he out for? 9 days. All right, well, we get him back before the postseason, so that's good. 30 from LaVine, 19 and 10 from DeAndre. 18 points from Holmes off the bench, 14 from Giannini. Suggs is still probable, so he's only playing. That's another thing I wish the game would sort out. If he's probable, that means he's either going to play or he's not. Not that he's going to play 18 minutes or 12 minutes. And I guess the argument could be made that potentially they are in a position where, he's going to test it out, so to speak. But if that's the case, it should be 2 or 3 minutes, and then he comes to the bench. At least that's my take. All right, so Isaac is out. We're going to bring in Cauley Stein to play alongside Ayton. Take these small forward minutes and give them to Thibault so we can get some defense out there at the end of the game. Take some of the power forward minutes and give them to Brook. We'll run like this for a little while. Giannini's probable as well, so hopefully he actually plays. On the road now against the Hornets. 125-109. Another good game for the Magic. Thibault gets 30 minutes of playing time, has 5 steals, so that's a good game for him. Holmes with 16 points, 12 rebounds in 22 minutes, 31 for LaVine, 24 and 18, a great game for DeAndre. Cauley Stein, 13 points, 6 rebounds. All right. No game today. How many games have we played? We are 53 and 25, so we've played 78 games. We have 4 left, including this one at home, and we have another injury. So just as I get done talking about how we need to... Oh, good, it's LaVine. Okay. Guess we go Thibault. And then... Get Tully out there, I guess. How long is he out for? 2 days, 6 days. Okay, so in a couple of days, we'll be fully healthy, which is fine. I mean, we're taking on a bad Cavs team, so we should win this game either way. Well, let's see. Yep, 118-109. Suggs led us with 29. Matthias Thibault, 14 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks in 44 minutes. So he wanted some playing time, took advantage of that playing time with just a great game. Holmes, 24 off the bench. Tully got some playing time, 8 points, 5 assists. Garin plays well. All right, so we got 3 games left this regular season. Do we have anybody back? We do. All right, so we're just without Isaac now. So let's restore the lineup. Get Levine back out there. Let's get back to the way we had it. So swap Isaac and Cauley-Stein. Give those minutes to Thibault. And get Brooke Lopez a few minutes at power forward. And this, I think, is the last. I think Isaac is back after this game. I still got 3 days left. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to give those minutes to Brooke. All right, so we get Thibault back we get Isaac back in a couple of days. On the road at Madison Square Garden is a 112-107 loss. And who did Thibault piss off now? Thibault and Levine do not like each other. Let's take a look at the box score. A 112-107 loss. Zach has 18 points. Thibault didn't play. Why did he not play? I don't know. Holmes' worst game for us, only 2 points. Giannini, 24 points in 26 minutes. Why did Thibault not play? Oh, because I gave his minutes to Isaac. Damn it. All right, 54 and 26. So we got 2 games left, Indiana and Detroit. Is Isaac back now? 1 game. So he's going to miss this game. He'll come back for the final game against Detroit. So on the road against the Pacers, another loss, 103-97. So back-to-back losses here towards the end of the season. Not exactly the way you want to go into the postseason, but we're okay. SUGGS at 29. Anything else good happened? Levine had 16, double-double for Ayton. That's about it. Not a great game. Sim ahead, play that last game of the year. It's not on this day. It's on the 11th, which I think is 2 days. Yeah, today's the 10th. No game here. And let's reset our lineups. Restore lineups. Cauley-Stein and Isaac. Thibault up to here. Tully to there. Okay. So 55 and 27 is what we're aiming for here at home against the Pistons. All right, so we finished the season 55 and 27, which, where were we last year? 53 and 29. So this is our best season. This has been our best season. 55 and 27 is our final record. And this, you remember, we were a 500 team 40 games into the season. So this was really after we made the trades for Holmes and Thibault. So Levine 22 and 11, he had a double-double. SUGGS 15 and 10, he had a double-double. 20 and 8 for Holmes. So, all right, where did we finish up? 12 games behind Atlanta. We finished with the 3rd best record in the East. Again, I believe that's going to put us in the 4th spot, though, which means the Bulls. Means I think we're going to be taking on the Bulls in the first round. We'll see. Well, let's take a look at the team stats. We'll look at the league leaders, and then we'll get to the postseason. So Levine, just another crazy good year for us. If we look at his career stats, 2nd full season with the team. Scoring down a little bit this year, but that's okay. Assists are up. Rebounds are up. Shot 50% from the field. Overall, just a great season for Zach LaVine in his 2nd full year in Orlando. JALEN SUGGS really coming on, 17 points, 6 rebounds for the 23-year-old. Again, scoring down a little bit. Actually, everything was down a little bit. Shooting percentage was up, but scoring was down a bit. Assists were down a bit. Rebounds were down a bit. But still only 23 years old, and I will take those numbers out of a 23-year-old point guard. RICHAUN Holmes was fantastic after coming over, and we have him signed for next year as well. 16 points, 7 rebounds. Looks like his scoring and his rebounds were up a little bit with us versus his time with Sacramento, and that was primarily off the bench, so great pickup there. DeAndre Ayton's first season as an Orlando Magic couldn't have gone better. 16 points, 11.5 rebounds, 2.5 assists, over a block and a half a game. he was terrific. Scoring was up, rebounding was up. Career high in rebounding for Ayton. Third highest scoring output. He was fantastic. Jonathan Isaac doing Jonathan Isaac things, not scoring a lot, but 12 points, 2 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 blocks, 2 steals, just terrific. Reggie Jackson only played 2 games. Brook Lopez, again, free agent signing, 8.5 points was really good. Vivaldo Giannini, his second season, that scoring is at a 48. It was at a 50 not too long ago. Hoping that number gets better, or he's just going to be more of a 3-and-D type of guy. Scoring was right about where it was last year. Rebounds were down a little bit. Shooting was up. Shot 50% from the field. Just doesn't shoot enough volume. 88% from the free throw line and 45% from the three-point line. So he's a very, very good shooter. Adam Davis was our first-round pick. And 7 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists for the number 3 overall pick. Only 23 years old. Still has some room to grow. Begarin doesn't shoot the ball particularly well, but is a facilitator with that 80 ball handling. His contract is up after this year. Unsure what we'll do there. Cauley Stein, another free agent acquisition. 4 points, 3 rebounds. Thibault, when he played well, but he's a handful, and all the complaints so far from him since we picked him up. I'm not sure what next season is going to bring. Tully was another first-round pick for us this year. Didn't play a whole lot. Only 6 minutes per game, and Tony Davis was our second-round pick. He didn't play much either. League leaders. Antetokounmpo leads the league in scoring, 33 a game. There's Zach at number 9. Assists per game. Ja Morant led the way, 13.5. Jalen Suggs with 6 down there. Rebounds per game, led by Rudy Gobert, 14.3. Ayton finished 6th with 11.6 per game. Blocks, Miles Turner, number 1 at 4.8 a game. We had 3 in the top 20, Isaac, Holmes, and Ayton. Steals per game, LaMelo Ball led the way there. There's Isaac at number 9. I don't really care about these. Ja Morant, 23 shots per game. Giannis made almost 11 buckets per game. Rudy Gobert shot 65% from the field. Holmes is 4th. 3-pointers attempted. Lillard, 11 per game. 3-pointers made per game. Kyrie, percentage. Anthony Simmons shot 55% from 3-point land. Adam Davis just under 50% in his rookie campaign. We had 3 guys in the top 15 there. Free throws attempted. Zion, 15 a game. He made 10.5. Free throw percentage. Kyrie Irving, number 1. Turnovers per game. Zion Williamson turned it over almost 4 times a game. There's Zach at number 3. Player efficiency. Giannis Antetokounmpo was number 1. Levine, number 13. Double-doubles led by Morant with 67. Ayton had 47. And triple-doubles. Doncic had 21. Zach LaVine had our only triple-double, and it was that monster one, the 39, 10, and 17 game. So that is the regular season, and we're going to move on here to the postseason. So let's get through these play-in games and see who we're taking on in the first round. I believe it's the Bulls. No, it's not. We're taking on the Celtics. Okay. Let's take a look at the Boston Celtics, shall we? The 42-40 Boston Celtics. Led, of course, by Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Their 3-headed monster of Tatum, Brown, and Ingram is going to be very tough to deal with. They don't have much beyond that. Their starting center is Enes Kanter, who doesn't play defense. Dennis Schroeder doesn't play defense. Yeah, they don't have a great team behind those 3, but those 3 could be enough to cause us some headaches. So we'll see how it goes. 25, 6, and 4.5 for Tatum, 23 and 5 for Brown, 18, 5, and 4 for Ingram. All right, let's see how this one goes. Game 1 in Orlando. 115-91 victory, absolutely dominated by DeAndre Ayton. 28 points, 10 rebounds, just took Enes Kanter and the rest of the Celtics big men to school in this one. Holmes only plays 18 minutes, but has 10 points. Very cool. Game number 2. 115 to 108 win. Again, Ayton just dominating down low against the Celtics. They cannot stop him. 27 points, 13 rebounds, 12 of 17 shooting for DeAndre. Holmes, so our two big men, 46 points, 18 rebounds against the Celtics bigs. Zach's shooting is a little off, but with Ayton dominating, it doesn't really matter. Game 3 in Boston. We lose 118 to 107, so the Celtics take Game 3. Ayton struggles in this one, 11 points, but 32 for Levine. They get 31 out of Jaylen Brown, 25 out of Jason Tatum. Did Ingram get hurt again? Tendinitis. Xavier Tillman with 19 off the bench. So we have a 2-1 series lead. Can we take Game 4? We do. RICHAUN Holmes, 41 points and 18 rebounds for RICHAUN Holmes off the bench. Ayton only played 14 minutes with foul trouble, but that's okay. RICHAUN Holmes, 41 points on 18 of 31 shooting, 18 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 blocks for RICHAUN. Wow. Look at some of these plus-minuses on this bench. Minus 33 for Tillman, minus 30 for Dorian Finney-Smith. And we look to close the Celtics out at home in a Game 5. And we do, 132 to 113. Holmes with another huge game. 28 points, 11 rebounds off the bench. Ayton at 15 and 13. Levine with a double-double, 24 and 10. And we knocked the Celtics out in 5 games. Let's take a look at the team stats for that postseason. That's the wrong team. Orlando. 25. No, that's the regular season playoffs. This is what I wanted to do. 23 for Holmes, led the team in scoring off the bench, 23 and 10. Levine had 20. SUGGS 19 and 7.5. Ayton, almost 18 points, almost 10 rebounds. Adam Davis with almost 12 a game. Isaac played well, just doing what he does. Doesn't score a lot, but wow, look at that scoring. Those top 4 scorers. And we're a hard team to beat if we're scoring at that rate. Let's take a look at, these other series are still going on. Let's finish all these games. And the Bulls beat the Pacers in 7. All right, so Grizzlies beat the Mavs. Oh, we still got other series going on. All right, let's finish those. Grizzlies, wow, the Grizzlies upset the number 1 seed Dallas Mavericks. The Suns beat the Spurs in 7. Pelicans beat the Jazz in 6. And the Lakers defeat the Kings in 7. Out east, the Hawks take care of the Nets in 5. Bulls beat the Pacers in 7. We take out the Celtics in 5. And the Knicks defeat the number 2 Sixers in 6 games. So it looks like we're going to be taking on the Philadelphia 76ers here in the second round. No, we're taking on the Knicks, right, because the Knicks beat the Sixers. So let's take a look at the Knicks. Led by Julius Randle, 23 points and 10 rebounds. RJ Barrett with 19. BALSA KOPRIVICA, 23-year-old out of Florida State, a second-round pick, really blossoming, 12.7 rebounds. PJ Washington, Shake Milton. We should be able to take this team, but, I mean, they were 37 and 45, so we should be able to take them, but I've seen stranger things happen. So let's, Game 1 in Orlando, 116-93 victory. Led by Levine, 24 points, 8 rebounds. Only 8 points, 6 rebounds for Ayton, but a win's a win. Game 2 is a 113-101 win, so we're up 2 games to nothing here in the Eastern Conference semifinals. Zach with 24, big game for SUGGS, 32 points, 7 assists. 15 and 8 for AYTON. Holmes with 14 off the bench. Game 3 in Madison Square Garden is a 109-103 win. So we are one game away from advancing to the Eastern Conference Finals for a second straight season. Levine 29, AYTON only has 4 points. But Holmes backs him up with 16 and 11. Game 4 is a 101-93 sweep of the New York Knicks, and we await the winner of the Hawks and Bulls. Right now it looks like it's going to be the Hawks, and that was destined to happen, right? The Magic and the Hawks battling it out, two best teams in the East, I think. AYTON 19 points, SUGGS 19, 17 for Levine. So we wait, and we are going to be taking on the Hawks. Okay, did all the series end in sweeps? All I can assume. Yeah, all the series ended in sweeps. The Grizzlies knocked out the Suns. The number 8 seed Grizzlies advanced to the Western Conference Finals against the Lakers. We defeat the Pelicans. The Hawks beat the Bulls in 5, and we sweep the Knicks. To the Lakers, the Grizzlies, the Hawks, and the Magic. Now, we didn't have to go through Atlanta last year. We got lucky. They got knocked out. Not so much this season, though. 67-15, just a crazy, crazy team. Trae Young, Bradley Beal, Michael Porter, Clint Capella, John Collins, Steph Curry off the bench for the Atlanta Hawks. Just a nut job of a team here. Look at all, they averaged 120 points a game. Trae Young, Bradley Beal, Michael Porter, Clint Capella, John Collins. That is a crazy, crazy, crazy team. All right, let's see how it goes. Game 1 in Atlanta. 152-149 loss. Went to overtime. Wow. 35 for Trae Young, 31 for Porter. 20 for Curry off the bench, 6 of 6 from three-pointers. SUGGS had 34, Holmes had 24. Cauley-Stein was 16 points. Wow, that is a crazy game. Game 2, and we are down 2-0. Just an metric ton of offense in this series. 37 and 22 for Capella. 30 for Young. I mean, they're going heavy with their starters. We're more of a bit of a deeper team, I think, but it's not helping us here. All right, so we're at home. Can we take the home game? We do. We win 126-121. All right. So they were led by Young with 36 and 19, Capella 25 and 19, Bradley Beal 27. For us, we were led by Levine, 28 points, 9 rebounds, 13 assists, AYTON 23 and 8. Okay. So if we can win today, we are right back in this one. We do. We hold them to 91 points, and the series is all knotted at 2. We need to win a road game here. 21 and 10 for AYTON. We win. Is Levine hurt? Oh, we win despite Zach only giving us 7 points in 14 minutes. Holmes with 20 off the bench. Good game for Isaac. 10, 7, 5, 3, and 2. Game 5, we need to win a road game. This is the one. Can we take Game 5 in Atlanta? No, we lose 117-104. So backs against the wall. 33 for Levine, 26 for Holmes. Beal this time with 32. Game 6 back at home. Can we force a Game 7? We do not. We lose in 6 games to the 65-win Atlanta Hawks. Levine with 31, Holmes with 24. Yeah, their starting 5 is just so unbelievably good. There's just not a whole lot you can do. Beal with 36. So, all right, well, we lose in the Eastern Conference Finals. It's going to be the Grizzlies and the Hawks here in the NBA Finals. So the number 8 seed Memphis Grizzlies make the final series. The Hawks are up 2-0. The Hawks are the best team. They are likely to Oh, Memphis gets one back. Memphis 40-42, and they're in the NBA Finals. They're down 3-1 now, though, against the Hawks. And Game 5 goes to the Atlanta Hawks by 34 points. And the Atlanta Hawks are your 2023-2024 NBA champions. So this is going to sim up to the end of the year, and we are there. And guys, that's going to do it. So what do we need to do next season? If we go to Atlanta, we don't have a lot of contract decisions to make. The core of our team is locked up through next year. Levine, Ayton, Isaac, Holmes, Suggs, Giannini, Davis. Mac Tully's got a rookie option that we'll probably exercise just to give us some depth. Just do that now. All of these players, Thibault, Lopez, Jackson, Cauley-Stein, Begarin, and Davis will likely be gone. The Thibault thing in practice works really well because he's just a very talented player, but he obviously wasn't a fit for this team. The rest of these guys we can probably bring back on minimum contracts if we need to. So we don't have a lot of decisions to make. Holmes is a player option, so it might be interesting to see what he does there. If he opts out, we might have a decision. But we don't have a lot to do. In terms of free agency. We'll have the mid-level exception that we can, add a piece to, but that's about it. So next episode, guys, will be the offseason. It'll be the draft. It'll be free agency. It'll be the G League, etc., etc. And that's going to do it. So as always, guys, I appreciate your watching. We're right there. We're right there. And you have to think that Atlanta is going to start to lose some pieces because they were almost $100 million over the cap. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully we can get past the Atlanta Hawks next season. I appreciate your support, guys. I appreciate your watching. I'll talk to everybody soon. Bye-bye.